Hello, everyone. This is Tony giving you all an update on me and my 40-day water fast. Sorry I didn't make a video yesterday, but it was the 4th of July celebration, and I spent the pretty much the whole day with my family and my wife's family, so had a really good time. I always enjoy seeing my family. I wish that we saw each other more, and I hope that especially my cousins that are around my age. I hope to, spend more time with them in the future. I know we all do different things in life, and we all, I'm not much of a clubber. I'm not a, I don't dabble in some of the things that some of my other family members might, so I won't do those things. But it's nothing wrong with getting together for, a dinner or just talking. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself a lot. Um, as far as my fast, I wasn't tempted at all yesterday. I mean, barbecue smell really good. Um, my cousins were my wife's family. They were barbecuing on the grill, and my aunt had barbecue, and it smelled really, really good. But I'm not tempted by food right now. Like I'm not hungry. I was telling everyone yesterday, I'm not hungry. Like my body is not hungry at all. It's just that mentally sometimes I get those cravings, but body wise I'm fine. I guess it's eating on all these reserves I got. I got a lot of, I still got a couple pounds on me. Not couple, but I still got a lot of weight on me. So, I got a lot of reserves for the body to take in before I start hitting that starvation stage. Um, oh, I noticed one thing, that my eyesight has gotten a lot better. Like I have been reading a lot and watching videos on fasting, and people reported having a clearer eyesight. And I didn't really believe that because I've been wearing glasses all my life, but I could see really good. I did not need my glasses yesterday whatsoever. It rained yesterday. It was dark and it was smoky because of the fireworks and the fog in the morning. I did not need my glasses at all. I see clear as day. So I was shocked by that. I didn't put my glasses on at one time yesterday. So, that is amazing, the power of fasting and the power that the body has to rewrite the wrongs that we do to it. All the times that we eat horribly and we put the wrong things in and on our bodies, it's amazing that our body has the ability to fight back that stuff when we give it a chance. So that's just amazing. And for a minute I was complaining, not complaining, but for a minute I was having some gas. For a few days I kept having gas, and someone had mentioned I should take an enema. And one thing that I'm against is supplements. Now I'm not talking about like a vitamin, a multivitamin or something, or a vitamin B12 or a vitamin D pill or anything, but I'm talking about like any substance that is outside of its original form, or anything that is supposed to make the body do something. I don't really agree with those things. I think that the body, when it's ready, it will do what it's going to do. So I don't believe in taking an enema on my fast, to make my body clean itself out. My body is already going to do that. As long as I just keep drinking my water and I keep resting, my body's going to do whatever it's going to do. And lo and behold, after someone had mentioned that, I had a bowel movement like that night. It was very small, but the fact that I had a bowel movement, 15, 16 days in was great. You know, um, well, no, this holiday, I noticed that, this whole Independence Day, and we talk about as African Americans how when Independence Day was created, we weren't dependent, we weren't independent, we weren't free, we were slaves. So it's a lot of people out there. It's a lot of conscious black people out there who, or conscious people in general, who say that, why are you celebrating a day that wasn't designed for you? And it's always something. Why can't we just celebrate a holiday, regardless of when it was created or who was created for? Why can't we celebrate a holiday and just, because my view is, okay, yeah, we weren't free when it was created, but I'm free now. I can celebrate it now if I want to. Of course, we should celebrate Juneteenth, which is the day when Africans, slaves were freed and we had our independence. Of course, celebrate that day too. That's great, but don't critique other black people who want to celebrate the 4th of July. My family was out there popping fireworks. We were congregating with one another. We had a good time, and forget all that other stuff. And I do question, like I do believe, however, I do believe that we should, when we're celebrating things, we should understand where they come from. And I'm in the process of trying to understand things, like where does it come from? Like I know where Thanksgiving came from, but like holidays like Christmas, where does it really come from? I hear a lot of people talking about, well, the origins of Christmas was it was a pagan holiday and it was used to worship other gods, and in the church, in order to be accepted, the church wanted to celebrate it too, but not destroy it. So they created Christmas and say that Christ was born on this day. Like, what's the real story? Like, I have no problem with getting rid of Christmas. If it's a day that was celebrated, that was used to celebrate demons and however, I have no problem with getting rid of it. But it's too much information. It's too much this and too much that. And I'm like, so what's the truth? I need the truth. So if anybody got a truth, like I'm talking about clear-cut historian giving the truth on something, then please let me know, because it's too many people with too many opinions about what we should celebrate and what we shouldn't celebrate, and where it comes from. So, if I can just get the truth on something, just give me the truth. Whether it's Valentine's Day, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. Let me know the truth so I can know, And then once you know the truth, then you can do what you want. But without any truth, we all just speculating. And I don't want to speculate. Something I noticed yesterday that bothered me. I was talking to some family members and they were, when I was on my plant-based diet, over the last year, I had lost over 150 pounds, and I was on a plant-based diet, and my family saw it working. People saw it working for me, and if I finally was able to put health together for myself. Like I told you all in the previous video that, I didn't grow up in the healthiest of families, probably one of the most unhealthy families, but over the last year and a half, I learned the truth about health and what we should do, and a lot of people saw my transformation, but it's a lot of people that critique me on it, and say how that's, they look at me like I don't eat food. Like, I don't eat food, but yet you eat a bunch of processed junk food. I'm not saying that you can't eat that every once in a while. That's cool. I fall off my wagon sometimes too. But we all, based off what the research shows, a plant-based optimal diet is actually the best thing you could do for your body. And I proved it by doing it, by giving it my all, and I proved it. I proved that it worked. But it's a lot of people that, are like, they down the food that I eat. They consider it junk. They consider it nothing. They consider it, it can't be full. Like, I can eat a bowl of grapes, but that ain't gonna do nothing for the other person. They want to eat some fast food because the grapes ain't doing nothing. The grapes aren't real food. But grapes are actually real food. White Castles is not real food. McDonald's is not real food. Cookies and chips is not real food. That's processed food. Real food is what comes out of the ground. Real food don't come in a box or a bag. So, I just, one thing that, me and my friend were talking about, in the black community, we are so far behind when it comes to health. And, one could talk about many factors that have, that play into that. You talk about poverty, you can talk about education or whatever. But the fact remains is that black people are lowest when it comes to nutrition. And it shows in our disease rates and our death rates. It shows. The facts are out there. The statistics are out there. And when I see that, and then I see people critique someone who, not someone, but when they critique a healthy diet, it's just like, Man, when are things ever going to change for us, health wise? When are people going to see that eating soul food every day is not going to help them live long? How many people got to die from diabetes? How many people got to die from cancer? How many people got to have random heart attacks and strokes before we as African Americans realize that we have to change our bodies? We're so focused on outside forces that contribute to our deaths. We're so focused on police brutality. We're so focused on, black on black crime, which is real. For the people that say that it doesn't exist, it exists. Black on black crime exists. In our community it exists. Now, worldwide, to people of other races, yeah, it don't exist to them because they're not black. They're not in our community. But as far as my community, as far as my black people, black on black crime exists. So we talk about that. And other things, government, whatever, poisons, there are many different, experiments that were done on African Americans. You can Google that stuff. That's common knowledge. But we don't even tackle the things that we do to ourselves, like poisoning our bodies with the foods that we eat. My family lives in, a part of St. Louis where, there's no health stores. There's no health food stores. There's no health restaurants. It's just fast food everywhere. On every corner, it's fast food, quick trips, snack shops, liquor stores. We just got all that all over our neighborhood, But yet, I live in a predominantly white area now at this time, and there's like 6-7 health stores around the corner from me. So we as African Americans have to really change the way we eat, because that is what's truly affecting us. That is what's truly causing our downfall as a race, is our health, is our nutrition. People talk about how it costs a lot to eat healthy. It doesn't cost a lot. I went to Aldi's yesterday, bought a bunch of fruit and vegetables, spent $40. You know how long that $40 gonna last me in the refrigerator? Probably a week and a half, maybe. $40. But you can go to Applebee's, you can go to Longhorns, you can go to 54th Street and spend that in one night and still want to eat afterwards. Eating healthy is not expensive. Eating healthy is actually better for you, because you know what? You're gonna eat those foods, those bad foods for you, and then you're gonna spend a little money. Maybe you want to spend $1 on a dollar menu, okay, but come 30 years down the line, 20, 30, 40 years down the line, that hospital bill for that cancer, it's going to be a couple $1,000s, a couple $10,000. A hospital bill to take care of you because you need a triple bypass heart surgery, it's going to cost you a lot of money, and you're going to wish you had spent a little bit more buying, groceries instead of buying fast food. So that's just a lot was on my mind yesterday. And I just want to reiterate, I'm not saying that you can't dabble in some snacks from time to time. And when I say time to time, I mean every blue moon. But every day we should be eating optimally. And what's optimal is a plant-based diet with very little meat and no processed food. That's the best thing that we can do. So today is, and that's all I have to say about that. But today is the 15th. Yesterday was 15 days. Today is 16 days. So that's about it. I feel good. I've been moving all day. I mean, not moving. I've been packing my house up all day. So I'm very tired. So I'm about to take me a nap. But I just wanted to make this video before I did so. So like and share. Comment. Give me some feedback. Ask some questions if you like. And just get back with me, and I shall prayerfully see you all tomorrow. So have a blessed day.